Are you struggling to get paying clients as a freelancer? Or did you not even start your business because you are worried that you won't get any paying clients? In this video, I'm going to cover the 3 biggest mistakes I see happening. And if you prevent those mistakes, I can guarantee you will have a bigger chance on booking in clients. Hi, I'm Nadine, founder of The Social Shells. I have worked as a social media manager for 5 years myself, and I have helped thousands of other women creating their own freelance business as a social media manager. So today I'm going to dive in 3 typical mistakes I see happening, and I want you to watch until the end to make sure that when you reach out to potential clients, you're not making those mistakes. Right, let's dive in with number 1. Your messaging is not clear. So I talk many times about finding your target audience or your niche. This video is not about that. If you want to find out more, watch our free masterclass. It's linked below this video. So let's say you have your target audience that would be mindset coaches. Then you create your own social media content towards that specific target audience, towards their pain points and their desires. So what are they struggling with social media? What are their pain points? The biggest mistake is to think, what do you want to post on social media compared to what they want to see from you, right? So when you work as a freelancer and you use social media as your own marketing platform, it's not about you, it's about your clients. What do they want to see? What are they struggling with? For example, maybe a mindset coach doesn't want to show up on stories every day, or maybe doesn't know how to create reels, or doesn't know how to find the right hashtags. So you want to create content for those specific people, for those specific pain points. Now, a product-based business, let's say they have an online store, they might be struggling with completely different pain points. Maybe they're running ads and the ads are not converting. There's so many different pain points and desires. You need to figure out what are the pain points and desires for your specific target audience, and then you need to create content around those pain points and desires. So basically, you are the solution for those pain points. You know the exact answers. And when someone comes to your profile and they look at your content, they should see the solutions to their problems. It should feel like you're talking in their language. A lot of times you want to create content that you want to create for yourself, and all you attract is other social media managers or other marketers. So think of the world of a mindset coach, the world of a product-based business, what are they struggling with, and then create content for them. Now, let's say you have created a piece of content that went viral and brought in cold audience, so people who don't know you, let's say from a Reels, and now they're coming to your page, let's say your Instagram page. What do you want them to do? So this brings me to my second mistake. You need to have a super clear bio. I know sometimes you want to have a fancy bio or whatever, but make it as simple as possible. Who are you helping with? With what? And what's the outcome? So for example, I help female mindset coaches with their social media management so that they can generate more clients and stay in their zone of genius. Simple example. That should be in your bio. And then what should also be in your bio is a call to action. What do you want them to do? For example, click the link in bio for a quote, or DM me for a quote. Whatever you want them to do, make sure you have a super clear call to action. So you want to have an I help statement so that it's super clear who you're helping. Again, you want to have your target audience on there, and then you want to have a call to action. So when you have all that, you can start posting, and then your content hopefully brings in your potential clients, and they will click the link in bio or they DM you, want a quote, and poof, you have a client, right? No, unfortunately, that's not how it works right away. This is how it works in a long-term way. So this is a long-term strategy for you, and it will definitely work, but it takes some time. But you want to have a client, a paying client right away, because otherwise all you have is an expensive hobby, right? And not a business. So even when you have your messaging dialed in and your bio is super clear, the work only just starts. Now you need to reach out to potential client. So that's what we call a cold pitch. And I know that sounds super bad and it sounds harassing and salesy, and that's not what we want. You want to come from a place of service. So imagine someone might be struggling with their social media management, but they do not have the time to find a good social media manager because that is time consuming and they really need to focus on their business. So maybe someone is sitting there in front of their computer wishing they had a social media manager, but they do not have the time to go through all these potential social media managers that they see on any other platform. If you reach out to them specifically, then they might feel super relieved and think, oh my God, thank God someone reached out to me. I didn't even have to do the work. But when you do reach out, you want to make sure it's not a copy-paste message. So you don't want to copy-paste any messages. You don't want to start your messages with, hey girl. You want to reach out with their first name or whatever their name is that they have in their bio. If it's not in their bio, research on the website. Don't want to reach out to just hey there or hey girl, super generic messages. You want to be super on point. So hey Nadine, and then you want to point out 2 to 3 challenges that you see on their profiles, on their social media profiles. Now, you don't want to be mean and point out, hey, this really sucks or that really sucks. You want to gently show them where they have growth potential. So, for example, maybe they don't have reels on their Instagram account, or maybe the views are not really good. Or maybe they don't use enough hashtags or the right hashtags. So point out 2 or 3 things where you see they have growth potential. And then ask them to go on a free strategy call with you. And then add the link to book a call with you. You can use a system like Calendly or Acuity scheduling. So make it super simple for them. When you do that, they see that it's not a copy-paste message, that you took the time to scroll through their accounts. You don't just have to focus on Instagram, you can also go on Facebook. On Facebook, you can check if they are running ads. If not, you could suggest to run ads for them. So there's so many options to do a quick mini audit for them. Send them not a super long message, make it on point. 2 to 3 challenges that you see on their social media accounts, then suggest to hop on a quick free strategy call where you then can support them even further. And after you have that chat, you can see whether you want to work together in the future. So these, to summarize, are the 3 mistakes that I see happening. People don't have their messaging dialed in. They're talking a little bit to everybody. And I once heard a really good comparison for that. It's like when you go into a party or to any room with a lot of people, you come in and you start yelling, hello, hello, hello. And everybody thinks like, what's going on with her? Rather than coming in, go to one specific person and say like, hey, I'm Nadine, who are you? Right? So that feels more personal, feels like a better approach. So you want to have your messaging dialed in for your target audience. You want to have a super clear bio on all your social media accounts so that people know who you're helping with, what the outcome is, and what they should do next. And then you want to start reaching out yourself to potential clients to book in at least 1 or 2 paying clients right away while you still keep posting on your own channels. Again, that's a long-term strategy to bringing new clients in the future. Let me know below this video if this makes sense, and if you have any other questions, I'm happy to support you. Also, make sure to watch the free masterclass linked below and follow our channel for more videos.